Alright, next we're going to talk about Mario Kart for the Wii. I got to check the game out yesterday. Went over to check it out with Nintendo. I guess my initial impressions are kind of lukewarm. There's bikes in the game now. From my experience, they didn't really handle much different than the karts. And probably my biggest complaint is how they've changed power sliding. There's actually settings in there now where you can set it to manual or automatic, which means basically you just go around a turn and it just starts power sliding. On manual, it's still not the manual power sliding that Mario Kart vets would be used to. It's not like that anymore. Basically, just hold the power slide button, you start power sliding, and then you can just visibly see it building up on its own, and then you just release it and you get your turbo boost. So I feel like it's sacrificed a good bit of depth in using that sort of power slide.
How does that compare? But you were playing with the Wiimote, right? And you had a little wheel.
Nintendo would not let anyone play with anything but the Wii Remote snapped into the steering wheel.
And that's using tilt, right?
Yeah.
So how did that compare versus like Excite Truck or other like first-party stuff?
Oh, honestly, it was not good. Like literally, it was.
You're gonna bust out your GameCube controller.
Oh yeah, it's definitely another case of Smash Brothers where you're gonna want to pull out a controller with an analog stick.
How did it look visually?
I think it's a cut below Double Dash, and a lot of that probably has to do with the fact that there's more racers on screen in the time now. It runs really smoothly. It runs at a nice clip. It never slows down or anything. The animations are pretty good. There's tricks in the game now, which is something I haven't mentioned yet. And each character has like 2 or 3 tricks from what I could tell.
Do they do anything, or is it just cosmetic?
They give you a turbo boost, yeah.
Okay.
So if you land a trick,
you
get
to
the
do
turbo.
it, basically? Part of the gameplay?
I guess. Maybe that is replaced skill-based power sliding? I don't know.
I can't believe they took out the hop. I'm shocked.
I know.
Hopping around is fun.
You
can hop over
Can you still
things,
jump, though?
Hop through the
No,
mud,
there's
you
no
feel like
hop.
you're going a little faster.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the one thing that was cool about some of the new tracks is they incorporate more of the abilities that you have in the new game. So, for instance, like there's one part where there's a bunch of huge mushrooms, and you have to physically hop over the mushrooms, over a gap, which is something you never would have really done in Mario Kart games before. So, it's
How are you hopping if you don't have a jump button?
well, when you land on the mushroom, it shoots you up into the air.
Oh, okay.
They're like bouncy mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, yeah, I saw that.
And Block for It was back? Is that one of the trailers, or is it something?
It
similar
wasn't
to
Block for It. It was.
And it never will be.
Yeah, I wish it were, man.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how some of the old shortcuts work without a hop.
Yeah, it's true. Like the one beach level from Mario Kart 64, where if you were really skilled, you could go up that skinny little ramp and hop through the cave and basically cut off half the track.
Without using a mushroom.
Any new items or anything?
Yeah, there's a bunch of new items, actually.
Oh, yeah?
They wouldn't show us many of them, but I think they said there's 4 brand new items that are going to be in the game. There's like a POW block, I guess, you can lay down. I'm not quite sure what it does, but he mentioned a POW block.